So now we are doing part B. I don't want to hear anybody saying this is hard. This is not hard. This is a walk in the park. This is going to be the limit. Try it on your own. Pause, try it on your own, then let's do it together. X minus 2 all over x squared plus x minus 6. Whenever I see something like this, first of all, for us to evaluate, we need to use the table, right? We're using numerical method. For numerical method, remember, first of all, you let this be your f of x, okay? You let f of x be equal to x minus 2 over x squared plus x minus 6. Now, what is changing on this one is we don't have to look at the limit that we are approaching to see the values to fit into our function. No, we already have them because the table has been given for us on part B already. That's the only thing that's changing. For the other questions, we had to see what are we approaching? Oh, 2. Then we would choose 6 values looking at that. But now we don't have to. The values have been chosen for us. Okay, so anyway, when I look at this, I can see that I want to factorize this. Okay, I want to factorize this. This is x minus 2. I believe that I can simplify it if I factorize. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to close the top in a bracket. Excuse me. Now I'm going to try factorize the bottom. I have this. You do it with a pencil. This negative 6, right? You take it, you put it on your t. Then you put the factors of 6, which is 1 and 6, 2 and 3. These are the factors of 6. You see, what is the next one after 2? It's 3. But you don't put it because it's already there. So you don't write something which is already there. You stop. Now, what do? You see that this is a negative. So it tells you that 1 and 6 should have different signs. 2 and 3 should have different signs. One of them is positive, the other one is negative. That's the only way they'll multiply to give you negative 6. Okay? Because these numbers will multiply to give you this. So they're going to have different signs. Now we want to know, is 1 the one that is negative or it's 6? You come and check here. The sign on this middle term is the sign of the bigger one. So here, this is positive. That means the bigger one is positive. That means the smaller one is the one that's negative on both. Now we are going to join and see which one gives us 1. That is the value before x. Now we join and see because they should multiply to give you negative 6 and add to give you 1. So you say 6 times this, it will never give you 1. 3 minus 2, yes, it will give you 1. So it's x minus 2 because there's a minus 2 and there's a plus 3. And x plus 3. These are your 2 factors. Now, can we cancel out anything? Yes, x minus 2 into x minus 2 is 1. Into this one is 1. So it will be 1 over 1 times x plus 3 just becomes x plus 3. And this is my f of x. So I can have it to say, remember we are not making a table. We are just saying f of x is going to be 1 over x plus 3. Then I start feeding, okay? I have the 6 values to feed, 1.9, whatever. So I'll start f of 1.9. This is going to be 1 over 1.9 plus 3. I'll get a solution. Then I say f of 1.99. This is going to be 1 over 1.99 plus 3. I'll get a solution. Then I'll go to the next one. F of 1.999. This is going to be equal to 1 over 1.999 plus 3. Then we are going to get a solution here. Okay? Then I'm going to go to the next. After 1.999, I'm going to go to the others. F of 2.001. This is going to be 1 over 2.001 plus 3. There we go. I'll get a solution. Then I'll say f of 2.01. This is going to be 1 over 2.01 plus 3. Because where there is x is where I'm putting this. Then I'm going to get a solution. And for the last one, it's f of 2.1. This is going to be 1 over 2.1 plus 3. And I'll get a solution here. There we go. So you can just, remember you can just put this in the calculator. Okay? You put it in brackets. You can just put this in the calculator. Easy capeasy lemon squeezy. 1 over open bracket 2.001 plus 3. You know, just put it in a calculator. Don't do 2 stages. You can do it in 1. Just put it in a calculator and get the solution, my friend. Just put it in the calculator. So what am I going to get for each of these? That's the next thing just to know. This is going to be, we need to do to 5 because they say to 5 decimal places. So it's 0.20408. Then here it is going to be 0.20040. Then in here it's going to be 0.200 again, 40 again. Okay? No, it's now 0.20004. Then here it's now going to be 0.19996. Then here I have 0.19960. Then here I have 0.19608. So these are the values, and I have them, and I can put it in my table to say x then f of x. Okay, so we have it like this. I'm sorry for that. Okay, we have our x and f of x. I'm going to have to zoom in. Right, now x and f of x is going to be like this. Then we put our table. Then we are going to have our values. So our values would be, okay, we have a table 1, 2, then 3. We put a double line, then 1, 2, then we have 3. So now what are we going to do? Let's put the values. We had 1.9, 1.99, and 1.999. Then we had 2.001, 2.01, and 2.1. These are the values that we had in the table. So now what are we going to do? We now just have to put in the solution. So on 1.9 we got 0.20408. Here we said 0.20004 0040 rather. So it's 0.20040. Then here it's 0.20004. Then here it's going to be 0.19996. Then 0.19960. Then 0.19608. There we have. These are the solutions. And now what we are going to do is to see what am I approaching in the f of x, in the y. Here it's 0.20408. Here it's 0.20440. Okay. This is 0.20040. You see it's getting lower. 204. This is 200, but it's 40. This is 200, but it's now 04. It's going down towards 0.20000. Because if you see, this is 1.19996 just before the 0.2. So right here, it's at the limit, it's 0.200. So I can say the limit as x approaches 2, I put it back. The x minus 2 all over x squared plus x minus 6 is going to be 0.20000. This is going to be the limit. And once you get this, you're going to be done. And this is going to be the solution. And you'd be done. Okay? Goodbye for now. See you in the next one.